welcome back. It's a hot off the presses, if you will. I guess I'm still kind of feeling that nice 800 in sales for a given day kind of jive. So I finished the packaging of the stuff. I went out to Savers. It is whatever time it is right now, not even 4. The timestamp on here is 2:12. Let's just say it's 18 minutes back, 2:30. So maybe it's 3:30, maybe. Came back, sat down, looked up one of these books, not this one, another one I'm about to talk about, which is going to be the hot off the presses. So I went to the Goodwill down in Willoughby and got a goose egg. And I went over to the Savers, which is 2 parking lots. I mean, it's right beside it. And was pretty much blanking out. I got a DVD, which I'll show here in a second. And then I went over to just the books where I started, the religion, and then I go over to more the biography, those types of books, kind of textbook-esque, but it's not. And then either way. So then I picked up this book, which is Introduction, whatever, Physics as a Second Language. None with this exact cover, but the title does sell for right around $25. I'm like, I got nothing in the cart. And I looked through the disc media and I looked through religion, nothing there. So it'd be my first buy, and the previous store was a 0. So I picked this one up. So this is like a $25 book. Then I keep looking in the kind of like the older and the textbooks, and I think these are not in the textbook section. Were they? Either way. So this is Psychology Briefer Course, something James. Early 1900s, 1920, 1915. I don't think that was it. Yeah. 1915 book. It's about a $40 book, and this is off Terapeak. About a $40 book's probably closer, 35 to 40 is what I'll get for it. And this one was $3. So the pound and all the shipping and everything. At that, be about $13, $14 in it total with the product cost. So making 20. Why not? It's a cool old book. Save it from the landfill. And this is another one that when I'm saying that I'm reading the words, the catchwords. Now, don't get me wrong. The word gypsy, demons, and divinities, any of those on any book would catch my attention. So I have this one for a reason. Should be 40 to 50. The Simple Life 3, not one that I would usually buy if it was season 2 or season 1, or even the preview disc. Season 3, however, I had to open it up and get to the original SKU on it, or barcode on it. Discs are mint, has the insert. And it's probably about 20, maybe a little over. However, the hot off the presses. So for anyone who's been listening or pays attention to some of the themes of books that I've mentioned, I picked up a few. One just recently sold for a little over $70. And I know I had another sale of another one within my time frame of making videos. Maybe even another one. And so when I'm done looking at those books, my eyes just start to go over to the kids section. Look at the top, bottom, next shelf, next, get to the very bottom shelf. There's a whole slew of these 3 investigator books. Yeah, the Alfred Hitchcock ones, the ones that I just sold for like $70, and the other one that I sold before was like 70, 80, and the one that I sold before that was over 100. And the handful of paperbacks I have listed right now, they're like 25 each. There are like 25 of these. So this is the only one that I looked up when I got home, out of all. And I didn't do any drill down to where it would just be buy it now or US only. Even just going past those first handful, like 3, 4, 5, however many show up on a page, you get down to the remaining 15 that are all priced. These ones start around 30, $35. Some of them are going to be, so these are going to be so far. So that still has a tight-ish bind, so it's never really been completely opened. So this can be very good. All this type of grading I have to go through. This one here, not so much. This is split right here. Matter of fact, most of all of it is coming off. So how did I manage to grab this, even though it's like that? I could probably still get $20 for this. Who knows? I don't know. But I got a whole bag full of them. So I paid, according to the receipt, whatever I do with it now, 20, 40. So I think I got 28 items for $45. So that's $1.70 each. Yeah, I think I make my money back on them. So to go through, I'm just going to pull these out here and see how they turn out. So I don't know. So this one, and that's going to be a good condition book. Dead Man's Riddle. It is a second print. 1974, second print. So what is that one worth? Is it $20 or is it 50 or is it 100, even in its condition? I don't know. I just grabbed them because I know the 3 Investigators. This is one of the shinier, newer versions. I suppose newer. It is number 34, Mystery of Death Trapped Mine. You know, the points are, this is still going to be very good because the back has like some of the staining on it, dirt staining. This one is a first edition, first print. So who knows? $30, $100? I don't know. This is one I just sold for $72. The Deadly Double. Just sold this book. This one's still very good, so I can at least guesstimate, depending on what else is listed, that this is $50 to $70. Dancing Devil, one of the newer, shinier, whichever one that is, 25. Has a little bit of edge finger stain. And this is also a first. Now, I do have a handful of the ones with the shiny covers. Most of them are going to be the older kind of matte. Flaming Footprints. Again, a little bit on the spine or on the edge. This is not giving a printing number, so most likely a first, and it has all the information on the copyright page. Right, so it has all that. If it was a book club edition or anything other than, it would just be like 3 or 4 or 5 lines of info, and typically up here, sometimes down here, but typically up top. Skeleton Island, again, on the edging. Oh, that one is loose as well. Mystery of Monster Mountain. It's a very like irritating fuchsia. This one does not have the printing number, and the bind is not loose on it. So there's still all these. I'm not going to go individual just for video sake, right? So I got 28 books total, and well, a little less than that, 27. And so even at $30, and I know that a handful are going to be well over 50, well, at least one for sure. But my experience selling, and it hasn't been a whole lot of these, my experience selling these 3 investigators usually pans out pretty well, at least well above $30. And I already know that there's some that are not going to reach that $40, $50 mark because the bind is loose. The innards are loose from the actual bind. So what happens with those, I don't know. But even if the things that are well enough to be listed $30 and more, even if it's 20, that's still 600 plus. So I'm just going to put a tentative sourced value amount tag for what I got for everything today at a grade. For back at 2:30, started a video at 8:30, back at 2:30, and I already have $1,000 worth of stuff. That's why I like physical media. It otherwise would have only been maybe 4 things, and then I would have gone to maybe VOA, which is right down, it's a little more farther down the road, but I could have stopped there. They just had their sale on Tuesday, their monthly sale on Tuesday, so they would have already restocked some stuff. And then I may have even stopped at the Habitat for Humanity. So that would have been 4 stores, and if I were to pick up a couple things at each store, I would have come back with 10 things, and that would have been $300. That would have been worth my time for the day. But I get all these. So it's kind of a hot off the presses. It's just the total dollar amount. And being privy to that, the 3 investigators, it's a title and genre that is worth your time to stop and look up. And even if you don't want to look it up, you don't have to. You can make sure it's in good enough condition. But you can just put it in your cart and buy it anyhow, and you're going to make your money on it. If you like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned, thummy thing going up, comment going down, sub, share, everything helps. Appreciate it. Thank you.